Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Ready Speaker. I am your host, Roland Urucci. We're doing another film review today. And the film I'm doing is a 2023 film. It's called The Portable Door, based on a book by Tom Holt, I believe. If I look through trivia. This is directed by Jeffrey Walker, writers Leon Ford, Tom Holt. I think he wrote the book about it. And it stars Patrick Gibson, Christoph Waltz, Sam Neill are the primary actors in it, I guess. You have Miranda Otto as well. You have Damon Herriman, Jessica DeGo. I'm not sure how to pronounce that actually. Rachel House, Maisie Atwood, and Sophie Wilde. I think this is her first film, and she's the other lead in this film. So the premise is England has magic. I don't really know how else to break that down, but just England has sort of magic. It's a Harry Potter-esque sort of thing that we've seen, come out. I don't know why people think England has so much magic. I think there's other places that probably have just as much magic in their culture. But I guess in English-speaking environments, it's the English who have magic. And it's these two individuals, Paul Carpenter and Sophie Pentagal, which is played by Sophie Wilde, so I don't know why they would have done that. They should have probably changed the name. I don't know. It just always reads better on your resume when you have a different name than your name on your first name on the credit. I don't know why. It just does. So there are two people who are hired by a company that seems to be involved in magic and coincidences, and they have these superpowers. Again, it's sort of like born into thing, which I don't really enjoy too much from storytelling. Is it I don't want to call it like the Christ complex, but it's the Messiah coming and saving the day, and they have these special powers that are divine and things like that. And there's just really no sense of somebody I guess the American ideal of pulling yourself up by your bootstraps. Pretty much you have to be born with the bootstraps, and then you can do that. Otherwise, no one else has bootstraps. The movie's okay. I mean, it's shot okay. I like Christoph Waltz. I always enjoy his performance. Sam Neill is really interested in this. I think somebody else was supposed to be in this instead of Sam Neill. Let me see if I can go through the trivia here. Guy Pearce was originally to appear in this film in that role as Dennis, I think it is. And I'm just looking at the thing here. Dennis Tanner, yeah. So, I mean, there's Christoph Waltz, or Waltz, I guess, with a V. He plays Humphrey Wells. Miranda Otto plays Countess Judy, which sort of seems like an oversimplification because it's a woman. I think Jessica DeGo is Rosie Tanner, and there's a bunch of things. So I don't know if I really like this movie that much. I'll be honest with you. I think it's sort of just been done before. It might have been a TV movie. Sam Neill does some interesting things in it that sort of come out at the end. And I'm not going to do any spoilers, but you can see, sort of that something's a little bit off with the whole magic community and where it goes, and you wonder where these two individuals sort of fit in. It wasn't a great watch. It's pretty. There's no cursing in it, which is nice. There is a love, relationship in it that sort of grows, and you're like, okay, that's okay, So I kind of like that. It's very much like the Never-Ending Story, and I mean a bunch of things visually that I think is sort of goes with it. There are, I think, goblins in it, or creatures in it, or little dragons and things, and you don't really know where you're sitting in the world, if they're aware of what's going on. Especially the Paul Carpenter character, he's not really aware. So he's like this. I would even say almost a doofus with power, that he just sort of goes through, life, just scampering about and trying to get things done. I don't know if I really like it. Actually, you know what? We're gonna go to the trailer right now. Boom.
How is anyone supposed to get a job in this town?
Ladies and gentlemen of the board, this is Paul Carpenter.
Glad you found us.
What do you do in your spare time?
Well, all my time is spare, really.
Well, this has been a truly forgettable experience.
Thank you for your smashing interview. We were unanimously impressed.
We expect nothing less than excellence from our employees.
Any idea what they do here?
We've hijacked a client's instincts to arrange coincidences.
Do you make people fall in love?
You fall in love, divorce, discover gravity.
I've lost something immeasurably valuable. It's a door, a portable door to be specific. Portable. I need you to find it. Knock, knock.
So it goes wherever you want to go. This has just become the best job in the world. Come on!
Operation Fireprint. We were able to influence the cell consumer. Imagine what we can do to the masses. We have to do something.
There are no words to describe what will do to you.
Closes the door, keeps the door.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. You can see the Harry Potter elements to it, of the message through the mailbox. I mean, the only thing I think I find a little off-putting, not off-putting, it's just how naive the two leads are in the story. It feels like they should be a lot younger, I guess, which and I'm not a big fan of that either. Like just the right into just working through puberty roles, where you see a lot of stuff like The Maze and Hunger Games and all this other stuff, where like these kids sort of like just power through everything, and I just don't. It's shot okay, and Christoph Waltz, again, I pretty much like him in everything he does, and I really, really enjoy his performance. And Sam Neill, I like him. I think everybody has their moments in this. I think everybody has. They're just the cast is strong. The cast of the wizards, or the people, and that's Miranda Otto, who I remember her from Sabrina. The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina, and I've seen her in a bunch of stuff. She's been in everything. Rachel House is one of these people. Chris Pang is one of these people, and they have an interesting sort of look and energy. So I think that's all okay. I think it's just that the story is. I mean, it's kind of simple. I just think it's just been done 1,000 times. I know there's no new stories, and I think there is some uniqueness they bring to this story. It's pleasant. You can watch it with the family. It's definitely one of those films. Does it really pull you along? Do you really care that much? I don't know. It is where they're taking over the world, which you saw in the trailer. So there's a thing for these wizards to take over the world in some way, or manipulate it in a different way than they have been for thousands of years. Which I never understood about magic films, is that when they have all this magic, why are they so worried about people? I mean, it just seems like they, I would definitely go Lord of the Rings thing of like, hey, let's just go into Middle Earth or somewhere else and let them burn down. But they're so engaged with people as if they need to help them, and I don't know why. I think it's more like a biblical thing, like angels looking down and trying to save souls, which translates into magic and helping the people who are not as mature or intellectually mature as these magical beings. So, can you give it a watch? Sure, you can give it a watch. I think it's fine. Again, it's not insulting. It's just not very engaging. And I think the two characters, Sophie and Paul, are really. I mean, they act like they're little school kids, but they're not. They're sort of an accelerated program to work for a company. So that means they're out of university, as they call it in the UK. And so they're out in the workforce. They're trying to get on their feet. So all these things are trying to happen for them as adults. And I think they don't really play well as young adults, very naive adults. I think maybe casting them a little bit, just a little bit different. I don't know what it is. It's just a little bit different would have been okay. Even their romantic scenes are kind of, just sort of, it just feels forced to me. It just feels forced relationship. I don't know if the chemistry was really all 100% there. I don't really know if it's going to, if there's an addition to the story or an extended part of the story. I don't know if I really care to know about the end of the story. Shot well. Technically, it's okay. Some good effects. Jim Henson, the production company, helped create this, so they have that magical sort of element to it, and I think that the puppetry and everything that sort of works. Maybe they try and build on projects. I'm just not sure I really care that much about magic that much anymore, or at least like this. I don't know. Maybe there's a new way to tell a magic story. So yeah, so it's I wouldn't go. Oh, and this is my Albanian hat from the north of Albania. So this is from Prizren. So it's a President hat. The Albanian community in President, centuries old, kind of cool. Looks like an eggshell, but I kind of like it. Fits my melon okay. And that's it. That's all I got. So I talked about the hat. I talked about the movie. Now you can subscribe. You can like. Maybe you want to come on the show. Why don't you come on the show? Why don't you DM me and say, hey, listen, I want to talk about a movie if we can. And I'll watch the movie if I haven't seen it. I'll rewatch it if I've seen it. And we can talk about it and see where we meet on that movie. It could be a movie you're confused about. It could be a movie you love, and I hope you don't want make me like a movie, but let's talk about a movie. Let's talk about a movie or a series or an actor, and just have a lot of fun with it. All right, okay. All the best. Roland Rucci from Ready Speaker. Goodbye.